Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jon Harris. I'm the International Education Lead at the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. We've been absolutely thrilled again this year to be a key part of the Central Asia Trade Forum. And on day 3 of the event, you'll recall that there was a special session looking at digitalization and how that fits into the wider transport and logistics theme. And my friend Timur here, Timur Ospanov, was our very capable chairman for the day. And we're just going to spend a little bit of time in conversation, reflecting on the messages that we heard. So, hi there, Timur.
Hello, John. Good to see you again.
Excellent. And again, a big thank you for chairing us through. We had quite a lot of key speakers ranging from the World Bank to Tata Consultancy, to people from CLT, from people from the rail industry. And we had a really exciting session and a lot of discussion. So, Timur, just reflect back to the event. Any big messages that came out of the debate that really stuck in your mind?
Absolutely, John. Absolutely. Thank you. The pleasure was all mine. The honor was all mine. Thanks so much. Actually, it was an amazing session, and there came a number of messages, and I can give out top 3. So the first message would be the logistics is perhaps the last dark continent for technology. Amar Moore of Kali Logistics said that, and I like it. And actually, it was everyone agrees with this. The technology which is used in logistics is lagging behind that of any other field of application. So in Central Asia, in the context of Central Asia, the physical infrastructures have been built with the help of the World Bank, development institutions, by the governments themselves, private companies. But what we lack now is the digital infrastructure. So the sticking point would be a harmonization of policies, procedures, and technology. And digitalization should facilitate smarter supply chains and faster trade. That's a message number 1. Message number 2 is the efforts by the governments, international institutions, organizations have been very fragmented in this very, let's say, small region, C5 countries, Central Asian countries. So we should unite, and the importance of logistics is growing, and the importance of Central Asia is very much at all times high. So this is the second message. And the third message is people and their skills were always and still and will be the key to success. This is message number 3.
Excellent. So I'm hearing there, Timur, some really big picture issues here. There's unity around policy and regulation. There's unity in terms of shared responsibility. So we're not competing against each other with our digital techniques. And finally, we've got to have a skilled workforce to be able to address this in the future.
Exactly.
So let's go to that future perspective. Now, I'm asking this to you from your personal viewpoint, so by all means answer it within the context of Central Asia or perhaps more globally. But where do you think those big challenges are going to be in the next 5 years? I mean, sorting out the skills thing just on its own, is a really big task. Where do you think we need to start in terms of the modern digital techniques and challenges? What do you think there, Timur?
In the context of Central Asia, the biggest challenge for the next 5 years will be when we will build the digital corridors. Once we have already built the physical ones, we'll be deciding which single digital platform for C5 countries will be used as the basis, because it is foolish enough to deny that there has been a great deal of mistrust between the C5 countries and competition too, sometimes which was fueled by an outside forces on a systemic and systematic basis. This is kind of geopolitical, but I see now that there should be some common platform for digital corridors, perhaps the port community system and systems alike by companies like Kali Logistics should be adopted and used by C5 countries.
No, thanks for that, Timur. And I think you'll agree, although you've referred there to the C5 countries, Central Asia cannot exist in a vacuum. It
Exactly.
will be subject
Yes.
to forces, economic forces, social forces, political forces beyond its boundaries. And the landlocked nature as well is, of course, another component.
Yes.
I'm going to turn to a sort of different angle now. We've talked quite big picture here, haven't we? We've looked at
Yes.
macro issues, digital corridors, C5 countries uniting to deal with digital technology. I want to bring it down to almost a smaller scale. So if I am a startup business, if I'm an entrepreneur, I own let's say an IT company, and I want to innovate and I employ, say, 10 staff. What does that mean for me? So if you were sitting in front of a smaller enterprise wanting to engage in the digital debate and feeling, hey, I'm too small, where do I get? What would your advice be to them in terms of encouraging them to contribute?
This is a very good question, John. Actually, we do have a situation in all the Central Asian countries. We do not have big tech companies. And all of our companies, they are startups, perhaps consisting of 5 to 10 employees. And that is exactly the situation we are having now in Kazakhstan at the moment. And I'm sure it's the same for Uzbekistan and other neighboring countries. I had a question like this from one of my friends here in Kazakhstan. So I advised them to get in contact, get in touch with companies like Kali Logistics, from Singapore, from India, from the United States, from Israel, from China, and to make sure that the global solutions, global applications could be adopted in Kazakhstan. Because currently we are completing the stage one-stop shop, single window, and the next step would be creating digital corridors. And I'm sure, there will be a need in dozens, maybe hundreds of those companies, across the region to help, building it.
No, excellent answer there, Timur, and drawing on your personal experience. That's absolutely spot on. I think in drawing this to a close, there's a micro and a macro challenge here, isn't there? If digitalization is really going to sweep across Central Asia and bring the economic benefits that everyone was talking about at the forum, you've got to be able to work it at a local scale within small industry, within startups, and also you've got to have those big digi corridor solutions. So I think bringing this to a close, would you agree that we've got to look at both small scale and big scale digitalization for this to work?
Absolutely, John. Yes, absolutely. Agree.
Excellent. Well, everybody, we do hope you've enjoyed just those snapshot insights from our friend Timur here. Timur, once again, it's been a delight to just share some of your views and reactions from the Transport and Logistics panel. If anyone hasn't yet viewed it, remember that you can go onto the Central Asia Trade Forum website and review the event on day 3. And of course, it will be available on the CILT International YouTube channel, where you can also watch the proceedings. So once again, thank you, Timur, for all your time and effort. And for all of you out there, keep your eyes open on that digitalization agenda. It's going to be impactful, and certainly from the pace of the discussion at the Trade Forum, there are going to be some exciting changes afoot across the Central Asia region.
Absolutely, John. Thank you very much. Thanks very much for this hard work.
Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.